Yeah, there's been so much hype around this man, of course, because of the way he fights and the exciting style that he has.
He feels as though he will be the face of the UFC. This kid has something, man. If he has fighting ability to match, he will be something to deal with.
To be successful in the UFC, a rising fighter really just needs to be competent enough in their arsenal of weapons to secure a string of wins and move up their rankings. Not an easy task by any stretch, but to those dedicated to mixed martial arts who want to go pro, it's not only a pipe dream, it's a way of life. To be a star in the UFC, however, requires the same criteria as listed before, but also having the it factor, and you either have it or you don't. Paddy, the Paddy Pimblett, is a rising star who absolutely has this X factor. There's something infectious about how the Englishman holds himself in a playful, almost childlike manner, but is still able to turn on the jets in the moments that it is needed most to dominate the competition. Outside the octagon, he sounds like a wild, drunken Brit, but this makes for some entertaining trash talking and a demeanor that fans can't get enough of.
Bit of a bitch ass, like, isn't he? You know what I mean? Hurt his ankle and blamed his loss on that. He's a little pothead, so hats off to him, man.
Inside the octagon, however, this man is a killing machine. Always dangerous if the fight goes to the ground, Paddy Pimblett will become a boa constrictor if given the right positioning and angles, and will make you sorry you gave up your neck when he submits you mercilessly. Even more exciting is his standing game. Paddy tends to keep his head up and his hands down, which leaves him vulnerable to eating some hard-hitting blows. But this Liverpool native is not afraid to strike back just as hard and march onward into a flurry of fists or flying feet to hit his opponent's chin. Watching him become Rambo and fearlessly go into war with his opponent,
He's garbage compared to me, lad.
always makes for exciting fighting that casuals and hardcore fans alike can all appreciate. He purposely keeps his hair long and floppy, and his body free of tattoos so young boys can identify with him, since most fighters have that bulldog, bouncer, tough guy look to them. Paddy instead opts to look soft, but hit hard. The future of the UFC is certainly in good hands if Patrick can continue to string together his wins and one day become the champion of the lightweight division. This guy has that something special that I believe could genuinely see him become the new face of the UFC after his dues are paid and the right fights are won, of course. The one Achilles heel to this young man's future is his binge eating disorder and weight fluctuations. It's no secret that weight cuts going into fight week are absolutely brutal, and it's not uncommon to see a fighter cut water weight through water manipulation and dehydration to lose upwards of 20 to 30 pounds. Paddy takes it one step further and bloats up to over 200 pounds, despite fighting in the lightweight division, which is the 155-pound weight class if weighing in at the upper limit. That means Pimblett is generally losing 50 to 60 pounds in 12 or so weeks leading up to fight week.
What do you reckon you weigh right now?
200.
Is that normal for you to get up to this height?
Don't know.
While he says he's used to this type of rapid weight gain and loss, and his love for food is something he doesn't plan to give up, there's no doubt that this is probably causing some long-term health problems for him in the future. Dana White has gone on record saying that these weight fluctuations not only hurt Paddy, but the organization as well. The UFC absolutely has an image to maintain, and Paddy goes against that mold when he looks more like a competitive eater than he does a competitive fighter. Losing weight so quickly almost certainly means Pimblett is losing some muscle in the process to make weight, versus a slower approach which would allow him to hold more muscle and lose primarily fat. But the kid looks lean and a hell of a lot better than I do, so who am I to tell him the proper way to cut weight? All I'm saying is the guys who have a healthier relationship with food are generally going to be the better pound for pound fighters when it's all said and done. And they will be waiting to test Pimblett as he rises the ranks. All in all, if Paddy's affinity for gluttony doesn't end up causing any serious health concerns which affect his fighting in the short term, I think we are all in store for a whole lot more of a British takeover. His next test and first pay-per-view event in the UFC will be on December 10th in UFC 282, when he goes face-to-face with Jared Flash Gordon. But what do you think? Is Paddy the Baddy Pimblett someone we should keep on our future star radar? Or is he the right type for fame who's actually all hype? Fight fans like you and me will be patiently waiting to see. This is the Athlete Academy. Thanks for watching.